Okay, everyone. Alright, we've made a little bit of progress since last time. Okay. Yeah. As I showed in a separate video actually, I fitted new bushes in the top arms. I've now primed them. I haven't put any top coat on it yet. I'm waiting till I've got to get new rubbers for the ball joints. Rubbers are busted, and well, that one is in there. The other one's got a tear in it, but yeah, they'll have to be cleaned out as well. The actual ball joints are fine, but the rubbers are gone. You can buy new rubbers from Rare Spares cheap. So yeah, I'll give them a good clean up, put some new rubbers on them. And then I'll mask the rubbers. And I'll fit them back into the arms and then paint the thing, but the whole of it black. Yeah, these are the what you call these? These go along the front. They just support bracing. So I've got them done as well. Yeah, I still haven't. That's about ready to go into the bead blaster, or sand blaster. I've covered up the other rubber because the pressure, the sand that will get under the rubbers, you'll end up with sand inside your ball joint, which was chewed up. So yeah, I've masked all that up. I might even put a zip tie around the top of that around here as well, just to make sure that no sand gets inside it. And then I'll paint that. Got an issue with the springs. They're absolutely filthy, rusted, paint peeling off. And yeah, you can get the outside, like with a flat disc and wire wheel, but I don't actually have anything. Probably if I had a large wheel for the drill, I could probably get inside it, but anyway. Yeah, they're actually level springs. They were a light blue when I first got them, so I'll repaint them blue. This is the, it shows you, I managed to clean the outside. I have to hope I can get into enough to clean the insides and as well as the outsides again. Yeah, with the sandblaster. That's one of my steering arms. We're going in there. Yeah. And this sandblasting takes a very long time because basically because the compressor's not really big enough to run it. You need a constant 100 pounds. As soon as it gets down to about 70, 80, it doesn't have enough pressure to pick up the sand or to throw it out hard enough to do any good. So you basically, you get 2-3 minutes and then you got to stop for 5 and wait for it to build the air pressure up again. So yeah, it's pretty slow. Yeah, there's the other ones. We're still in the process of stripping those down. I didn't really want to take out the bearings again, but I don't really have any choice. I've had a big issue with wheel bearings and this over the years. Basically because we don't make bearings in Australia anymore. And the best I could do actually, the bearings I've got I think come from Poland. They've actually lasted a while, but I had 2 or 3 sets that wore out very quickly. They're just absolute freaking rubbish, I had one set I left here from Tassie to go up to Sydney, and by the time I got to I can't think of the name of the place. Army base town anyway in Victoria, which is only about 100k out of Melbourne, and they're absolutely worn out. And when they wear, because they're flopping around, you end up with a huge play in your steering, and of course they're pushing the pads out. You start losing your brakes and everything. And anyway, as I said, I didn't really want to disturb them again, but because they're actually working, but I don't really have an option. It's all got to come off. It's all got to be painted. So that's the way it is. So we still haven't done any further with the body. Before I put the chassis on, I'm actually going to finish paint this front area, just so I can get to it easy, and so I'm not having to mask up everything on the chassis. There's a chassis. We've managed to get the diff back in it now. I've got springs all painted, so the diff's back in. As I mentioned before in the video I made about fitting the bushes, you notice I haven't done up these bolts. I've done up the back ones because they're different. They're just a rubber fit, and the actual pin slides around the rubber. I've greased the pins before I put them into the rubber. These are a different issue. You have a tube inside the bush which clamps tight against the brackets, and you have to have it in place. I'd have to have the shell back on it, engine in it, the whole car back together and sitting at ride height before I tighten these bolts, and that goes with all the bushes. And if you don't tighten them up when they're at ride height, you'll chew them up real quick. Still a bit of work to do. See, there's another piece that hasn't been cleaned up. That's the cross member. You see it's got a piece of angle welded in there for the gearbox mount for the Toyota gearbox that's in it. We've still got sway bars over here. I'm still waiting on rares to get all my steer parts in. I don't know how long I'll wait for that yet, but anyway, give them time. So I can't get them elsewhere, but see how I go. I've ordered them in, so but there's been a month already and they haven't come in yet. So see how they go. If I get to the point where they're holding me up, well, I'll shop elsewhere. Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention. This had pedal shocks in it before, and I had them fitted at Petters, and they must have actually taken the springs out to fit the shockies in, because I had to fit them in from the top. I had to push the bar that goes through the bottom diagonally through this hole and jiggle it around, and and if it was already painted, I'd have been scratching me paint off, and it was just a pain. And they're only about a mil too big to fit in the hole. So, and you might want to do this if you're fitting pedal shocks. Just get a little die grinder. You only need to take about a mil off each side in the middle. So here, 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 and here. And the mill is just taking this bottom plate down to where it meets the nut. That's plenty. So, and then they'll slip through easy. Anyway, as you can see, I've still got quite a lot of work to do. Being, holiday season, I've got kids home now because my kids have got disabilities. So when we don't have care for them, all that, because my wife's still at work, so comes down to me. So it's just, yeah, yet another hold up. But anyway, we'll get there. So, thanks for watching.